Good evening, everyone. This is author Debra Parmley with another March of the Writers prompt. It is March the 30th, and it's 1 a.m. here, and I'm tired, so this is my last one before I go to bed. This is the prompt for day 4. You can see I've been doing them all out of order, and I'm very behind, so I'll have to finish all the rest of them tomorrow. For day 4, the prompt is where you are and where you're going. And to quote J.D. Estrada, some people are so organized it's scary. Others just flow nonchalantly across the cosmos and somehow things align, but oftentimes we're not aware where we are on our writer journey, be it because we're busy and staying afloat or because we don't ask ourselves some important questions. Ask yourself, where are you? Where are you going? No wrong answers, and who knows? Maybe you know exactly where you are, and maybe your readers will think you're elsewhere and let you know you absolutely rock. Okay, so where am I? On my writer journey. Where am I? Where am I going? Okay. I'm finally released from neural PT after an 18-month period. So I'm now able to be more fully the writer that I am. Prior to that, when you go to neural PT twice a week, plus having blood drawn, plus going to specialists, plus you might be going 4 days a week to medical appointments. A neural PT will wear your brain out so that you need to sleep for hours in the middle of the day, 4 hours in the middle of the day. To me, that's thinking back on how that would happen. That's just bizarre. I never used to take naps, but I'd come out of testing and I'd come home and I'd zonk out. It's crazy. So, of course, that's a lifestyle it's hard to get much of anything done during, let alone write books. But I'm past that chapter or that book, and I'm into a new chapter, a new 2026 book. And the new chapter has some new things in it. So where am I now? I am sitting in our motorhome in Florida, able to travel again, able to get exercise in the pool, able to go to book events, one-day book events, because more than that would wear me out. And because the expense of going to the big ones is not something I have available to me right now. I have been taking stock of what I have. Because I hadn't had book signings for so long, I had a lot of stock here. So I just ordered 10 copies of Montana Delta Rodeo Cowboy, Bodyguard Protector, and those will be in time for the April 18th Charlotte County Book Festival in Port Charlotte. That's improvement. I had sold enough books that I have room to have the 10 books, the new ones, come in. The most I've sold of any one title at an event has been 8. So I got 10, so I have enough extra for that. I have sold books at a food market type of sale in downtown, about 30 minutes from where we are, and met a local librarian and then sold books to the library. I have four of my titles in large print hardcover, and those are for libraries and for people who need large print, um, and who want to collect books for their keep yourselves. There, I'm yawning. Catch me there. The library bought 2 hardbacks, 1 paperback. They're looking at another hardback and another paperback. So I'll be calling her tomorrow to see if they're wanting to purchase those. When we were in Kentucky, I went to the library in town there, and they bought all 4 of my large print hardbacks. So now that I'm able to get out and about more and do things, I'm slowly building the sales back. That's to libraries that were not customers before that now are, which means I need to then put more of my books into large print hardback. The library in Kentucky has everything I have already in those categories, so I need to have some more books to be able to sell to them, and to the library here. So that's in the planning stages. I must decide which book to do next. It takes me a minute because vellum, which I use to format, it splits the words in odd places. Here's an example. The word and, A, dash, next line, ND. That's not how you don't split the word and. That's a weird thing. So I have to go through every single line, even though the book's been edited. I have to go through every single line to make sure it's not being split weird or it's not laid out weird on the page. So it's not a fast thing turning them into large print hardcover because I have to do that. I have to get one book in as a proof and go through it and make sure it's good before I can. And large print books are expensive, and you don't want to just slap them together and put it out there. You want I do anyway, a quality product to sell, a quality book to sell, which is why the libraries are happy with them. So that's just large print hardcover. So that's a position I was not in a year ago. I didn't have, during that 18-month period, I had 0 book signings, book sales in North Carolina. 0. None. No luck there. I was also too exhausted from the medical stuff to go out and try much. When I did try, I wasn't very good at it because I was exhausted. So anyway, that's good. That's picking up. So I see the future being good that way. So that's to where am I going? That's part of where I'm going. Libraries and large print hardcover is definitely where I'm going. Then I have a 4th book in the Seal series to finish writing, so I can put it out there. And I have a new series, the Reenactment Realm, that I have to redo 2 book covers so that they fit, and then some tweaking of book 2. And my cover artist had a couple strokes, and she's not working as a cover artist anymore, so I've got to figure this out on my own, which I'm working on. It's a slow process. There's a book brush. You can do some things with book brush. You can make book covers yourself on those. I'm playing with things. I'm learning things. I am not a cover artist, but I'm highly creative and very visual. And I might just be tweaking some covers that I have. Some of the little things I have to do is just like change the pricing on some because paper's gone up. So as I figure out how to do that, doing things like book brush, I'm also going to be looking at which books have been selling and which have not. If a book has not been selling, maybe it's time to change the cover, whatever I do, it's going to be put out there with some quality to it. It's not going to be slapped together, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's see, what else? I'm going back out and doing book events, one-day book events. April 11th, I'm in Oviedo, Florida, at the Oviedo Mall at the Storytellers Summit, signing books. I'll need to put this information down below this so that you can find it. That's April 11th. April 18th, I'm then going to the Charlotte County Book Festival in Port Charlotte. Or is it Charlotte? I'm so tired. I need to put it in the description below of where all these places are. And then, oh, yes, and National Indie Bookstore Day, I have a book signing at Flutter by Books and More in Coral Gables, Florida. I'm excited about that. What a great way to celebrate Indie Bookstore Day, huh? And I'm signing copies of To Catch an Elf there. And I have 10 copies of the paperback. I've got 5 of the large print hardcover. That one's in large print hardcover. So that one is the featured book for that signing. And then the featured book at the event on the April the 18th is Montana Delta Rodeo Cowboy Bodyguard Protector, and I've ordered 10 more copies of that one to come in the mail soon. So ordering books and those coming in and getting ready for book sales, and I've been selling a book here and a book there. I sold 3 to people here in the RV park, and I sold 3 more at the downtown thing, and then a bunch to the librarian. And oh, there was a yard sale in here. A lady came by and bought a book. I mean, they're slowly selling, and they do sell. I mean, if people look at my books, they do sell. That's not an issue. It's getting them in front of the readers. That is important. I have Fresh Fiction. I do things with Fresh Fiction. If you go to Fresh Fiction and you enter the contest for my books, every month on Fresh Fiction there is a contest. You could win an ebook. So, if my books are beyond your budget, there's a good chance for you to win. You usually have to do something like sign up for my newsletter or follow me on BookBub or something like that. There's usually some sort of thing you can do to get your name in. They draw one winner every month. And what else? Oh, my website. I'm still working at adding the links to all of the books where they're available and getting those up on my website. And eventually, when I have it all done, I have a lot of books up. And there are a lot of vendors. But eventually, you're going to be able to go to my website and go to, let's say you wanted To Catch an Elf, and you go to the book page of To Catch an Elf, and you'll see bookshop.org, where you can go to any indie, your favorite indie, and order at bookshop.org, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Amazon. Eventually it's going to be Google Play and Apple. All the links, all the places where you can buy that title are going to be on my website. So it will be a one-stop shopping place. And then once that's done and they're all up there, I will be adding special editions available sometime before Christmas comes. I'm going to have some special editions ready. and then also merch on my website. And boy, do I have a lot of ideas for merch. Everything from quotes to watercolor paintings I've done, and all kinds of ideas. The seal logo for the Green Brotherhood, and inspirational quotes, journals, t-shirts, coffee mugs, book bags, all kinds of ideas for things. I'm looking forward to that. So that's a place I'm going. And so the book signings that I have here in Florida, those 3 in a row Saturdays in April. Then where am I going? In May, we are starting to head back to North Carolina, but taking a slow route. I've got several friends that I want to visit on the way. I'll be visiting my sister. I'll have made it up there by the end of May to North Carolina, and we will be in North Carolina for this summer. And because I do not have to go to constant medical appointments, I will have some medical appointments, but not like I had before. I will be able to get more writing done and to go around to places in North Carolina and see about getting my books into libraries and bookstores and setting up a signing here or signing there. And so hopefully I'll have good luck with that. And then we'll probably be there until October. And then we will head someplace warmer for the winter. And I have so many stories to write and get done, and not enough hours in the day to do all the things I want to do. So working on all that and planning to do a lot more videos for YouTube. And I'm actually going to start trying to do videos on TikTok. Why not? They'll have to be short because TikTok does short things. So I also want to start painting watercolors again and get my guitar out, which I haven't played since high school. And see if I can remember how to play anything. If not, then I'll teach myself the chords all over again because I would like to play. And that's also really good for your brain. Good neural health is important. So I'm working on that, all kinds of things on that. And finding things that bring me joy that I can share, and connecting with my readers and spending time with family and writing for the pure joy of it and then putting it out there for you guys. That's where I'm going. All right, this is the last one for the evening. I am ready to go crash on my pillow now, and I can dream of where I'm going next. All right, good night. Thanks for listening. Love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.